So this third round matchup against the Vegas Golden Knights, I'm honestly giddy with excitement for this. I think it's going to be such a great series. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. You guys have heard what I've been saying. But to me, in order for the Montreal Canadiens to win this one, they need to play like they were playing against the Winnipeg Jets and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And they're going to need some other guys to show up and kind of wake up from their slumber. A few guys in particular. And to me, there's one name who is signed to a big, lucrative contract that really needs to wake up for this series. And if he does, he can be a complete game changer. The X Factor. Across both teams, the X Factor that can change everything. I'm seriously putting that much stock into this one guy's name because I truly think it's that important. Can you guess who it is? I'm going to give you guys, pause the video, I'm going to give you a second to guess. It's Josh Anderson. And I know maybe that's coming out of left field, maybe it's not, but we all know, Habs fan, that he has not had a great playoff so far. Game 1 against Toronto, the dude came out flying, hitting everything that moved, and he does it on occasion, okay, and he throws his weight around, he's very strong, he works in the corners, but this is the kind of guy, look, Marc didn't go out and get this guy for Max Domi and then sign him to a huge contract. Let me pull up the numbers quickly. Bergevin signed this dude to a 7-year, $5.5 million contract. That is absolutely massive. Look, he didn't sign that saying, okay, Josh Anderson's going to get me 50 goals. No. Half of that money is for the regular season to put up some decent numbers, maybe 20 goals, 50, 60 points on a great year. And then the other half of that money is, hey, when the playoffs come around, I want you to be a force out there. And so far, he's done it sporadically in flashes, but he needs to be more consistent. And I think he can be the X factor for the Montreal Canadiens here. He can bruise those big defensemen on Vegas on the forecheck. I'm looking at you, Pietrangelo. Watch your back. I'm looking at you, Martinez. Looking at you, Shea Theodore. These are the types of guys that are going to be looking over their shoulder like, oh no, is the big freight train number 17 coming for me here? And let's not get things twisted. This Vegas team, they're not the Vegas Saints, okay? Like the New York Islanders call them the New York Saints. This team, the Golden Knights, they can bully you around. Ryan Reeves, Alex Tuck throws massive hits out there. Braden McNabb, there's some big boys who will bully the Montreal Canadiens there. So you need some pushback. Absolutely, and that's how you create space, especially in the playoffs. I mean, look, water bugs like Gallagher, can try to grease the puck out of the corners and try to create space that way, but you're going to need the big boys to clear the highway at some point. That's just how it's going to have to be, and Josh Anderson, he's the poster boy for that. He's going to have to do it. And this guy, don't forget, he's not just a big bag of rocks who can't do anything except hit a bunch of guys. No. He's not a fourth-line plug here. He's got some skill, some finishing touch. He can score, okay? Of course, I'd like him to have a bit higher hockey IQ for $5.5 million, but again, that's not why Bergevin signed him, and that's why Bergevin is the GM of the Montreal Canadiens, and I'm sitting in front of a microphone. He's better than me at this, so I'll leave the decisions to him, but I want to see Josh Anderson really make a difference this series. Maybe he makes a bit more of an impact on the power play if he can get there, if it starts struggling as well, if he starts feeling it as far as his confidence goes, because we know he can grip it and rip it. He's got a great shot. So if he can really get the confidence going, and we know when he drops the shoulder on the rush, he can barrel his way through the net like a great power forward should be able to do. And it doesn't exactly have to be breakaways, okay? It's the playoffs, it's round 3, it's going to be tight out there. Getting a breakaway, it's going to be like seeing a shooting star in the sky. It's going to be basically a miracle getting a breakaway. I'm not going to expect that out of Josh Anderson, but I am going to expect him to use those wheels to try to get himself some space and to barrel his way to the front of the net to try to get chances that way, especially when the Habs are in dire need of offense. I want him to step up. And to me, he's the driver of that line, right? I mean, that third line, you're talking about Kotkaniemi between Anderson and Byron on the left wing. So the driver of that line, the guy who's going to create everything, it goes through Josh Anderson's stick, okay? He's the straw that stirs the drink on that line, and I'm expecting him to step up and do that. I really am. Who's your playoff X factor for this series for the Montreal Canadiens? Let me know. Man, am I hyped for this third round series against the Vegas Golden Knights. Cannot wait for it. Let me know. And for more content like this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, the whole deal. And I'll see you in the next one.